What is up YouTube, RiskzzHD here, back again today with another Modern Warfare video. I think it should be quite a cool video because I finally got 15,000 kills with the model in Modern Warfare. It's been a long time coming and I probably should have more with the amount of time that I've played, but I like to use a wide variety of other guns as well. Anyway though, I wanted to show you all some of the cool highlight clips I got along the way. Before I start rambling though about why I use the gun so much and talk about some of the clips, I'd like to just say that if you do enjoy the video at any point, then please consider dropping a like and subscribing to the channel. It always means a lot. Anyway though, I thought I'd quickly discuss why I use the model so much. Essentially it all boils down to me really enjoying using off-meta stuff. For example, recently I've been having, I think, the most fun that I've ever had in Modern Warfare, using the Desert Eagle only. Just getting headshots with that gun is so satisfying. I'm not quite sure why. And also getting accused of hacking is even more satisfying. It's just funny that I'm sitting there with my Xbox controller in my hands while some just keyboard warrior is typing away, sitting there telling me how I'm cheating, and just to me it's pretty entertaining. So yeah, you should see a Desert Eagle video on my channel soon, so stay tuned for that, as I've been hitting some pretty crazy headshot clips with it. But yeah, as I mentioned, using off-meta stuff is one of the reasons I used it so much. When the game first came out, the game was basically dominated by M4s and 725s. And I mean, I never really used the 725 too much because I just found it so cheesy. I mean, the model is pretty cheesy as well, but the 725 is just like an extra layer of cheese. But I did have some fun with the M4. Also, when the game first came out, with how powerful the Claymores were, a lot of games just evolved into like a camp fest. And the model for me was just a really good gun to go and hunt down the campers, which I really enjoyed doing. But basically, as people learned how to play Modern Warfare a bit better, and as the game evolved, at least on hardpoint, it became a lot faster paced, and the MP5 just was sort of taking over. And over time, I just used the model a bit less and a bit less, only coming back to it significantly when the Dragon's Breath shells came out, which they were pretty fun to use, but they are quite toxic. And also when the Slug rounds recently got buffed, I had a lot of fun with them. I made a video using them recently. You can just absolutely snipe people, which is just crazy. But yeah, I hope you're enjoying the clips in the background. These aren't all of my best clips with the model, but I like to think they're some of my personal favourites. Some of them aren't the best because of the amount of kills I got, but just because I really like the way they look. For example, there are 1 or 2 clips on Shipment where I just kind of turn around and get loads of kills. And obviously, I've had bigger clips on Shipment before, like bigger feeds, but I just really like the way I'm turning around and just gunning people. I just find that really fun. I think there are also 1 or 2 clips in this video which I haven't actually shown in any of my prior videos. The main one being a 6-on Piccadilly. I look like a bit of a noob in that clip because I'm walking around, not running and slide cancelling like usual. But I'm sure you all could have seen from the kills that the connection in that lobby was just absolutely dreadful, as it tends to be where I live. And when the connection's kind of bad, it makes kind of movement kind of hard. Like slide cancelling is not very viable on a bad connection because as you slide it just kind of jitters you around, which is really frustrating. Looking like a noob wasn't the reason I didn't show the clip though. The real reason was because I was going to save it for a montage in the future, but I think this video is a pretty fitting one to add it into. But yeah, looking back on all of these clips, actually, all of the first 5 clips, which are the 3 6-on screens and the 2 split 6-ons, which I think people would consider to be the best standards-wise, were hit here at home, where I typically have the worst connection. At my accommodation at university, I have a great connection, so it's rather strange that I play better when I'm at home. Perhaps it's because at university my desk is much lower than at home, so I have to play at this weird angle, kind of leaning forwards, which is really bad for my posture. I need to kind of fix that, kind of maybe set up my setup in a different way. And also, or maybe I just play better with lag, who even knows at this point. Also at home though, I do have a nicer chair. It's not like an expensive gaming chair or whatever, it's just a nice chair that I'm really comfortable in. So maybe that's one of the reasons I play better. Anyway though, I think I've probably rambled for long enough. If there are any more clips, I'll just let them play out for the remainder of this video. If you did enjoy though, as I mentioned before, please consider hitting like and subscribing to the channel, as it really means a lot. We're closing in on 500 subscribers and I'd love to hit that before I return to university next. If you didn't like the video though, then comment down below how I can improve, because feedback is always really appreciated. And as always, this has been RiskzzHD, and I hope all your legends have a fantastic week.